So back to Signpost Corner this morning, have a proper look, and there is Signpost Forest. So it's literally right in the middle of like quite an industrial settlement, really, and it's massive. Here I am at Signpost Corner. Let's go and have a look. There's so many signs here, and there's also so many times where people haven't bought a number plate, like myself. To be fair, I should have bought my old one, and they've just made something. So that's a Tupperware lid, there's a chopping board, here there's obviously someone had a pie and then just decided to use that. So I saw a hat earlier, but my mic decided to drop off, so that was nice of it. I know, there's just so many. You're going to take you hours and hours to go through and look at them all. A lot of them don't mean anything to, you know what I mean? It's just like a big collection of stuff. It's kind of cool to look at, but they don't mean anything to anybody really, because who's that? No idea. There's someone's hat, another hat that's been dropped, and they've used screws to put Alex in. I do have a spare number plate, but and I could put it on here, but then I don't want to, if I snapped my other one or lost it, then I wouldn't have a spare, and that would cause me more hassle than it's worth putting it here, so I don't think I'm going to bother. But I really regret not bringing my old one. These old vehicles that have been put here too, and then they've all got number plates and stickers and pen hanging off them. Well, the pen's not hanging off them, but you know what I mean. Yeah, oh look, it's Bigfoot. Yes, this is very true. My butt is tired from the seat and the road miles. There's a lot of Dutch number plates with the D. What's that, German? Can't remember. But still, there's a lot of number plates with D written on them. So apparently, as of 2023, there's almost 100,000 signs here now. Like number plates and stickers, I guess, and all sorts of things they've counted. And yeah, it started in 1942. When they built the Alaskan Highway, and a soldier was injured and was asked when he was recovering to put a signpost up. So he put a signpost up and put his town and the number of miles to his town, which is in Illinois, and then other soldiers followed suit, and then we're into this 100,000 signs. Well, it's more than that now, because that was 2023, 2024, and we've seen an awful lot of adventure bikes coming up and tourists coming up, and I'm sure they're all stopping here and adding their little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised if it gets at least 2 or 3 signs a day. Probably not through winter, obviously, but really wouldn't be surprised. But it goes on forever. Right, time to move on. We're going to head towards the South Canal Road now, and I think we've got a couple of, probably 2 days before we get to Whitehorse. And there's a sign saying Benson, which was probably not the same Benson that I know, which was 6 miles from my house where I grew up, near Watlington. But yeah, it's odd seeing local place names to you that's in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of repetitive names around the world. That's Signpost Forest. Looking at that, it looks like it grows around sort of 4,000 to 5,000 signs a year, which is quite a lot. Just in the visitor centre, getting some water. Bye bye. Feels like I'm back doing what I used to do, which is lovely. It's taken ages for me to get to this point, and that is big empty gravel roads with nothing on them. So I've let Damo go ahead. He's going to go quite far ahead, otherwise we're just riding each other's dust, and there's absolutely no point in that. Let him get like a good K in front of me or so. Well, basically I'll pull out here. If I can see his dust, I'll wait, and if I can't, I'll go. Oh, we're all good. So yeah, big open gravel roads. Get a bit of speed up and float over the top. Just going to let you into a little secret. At that last stop, I had a nature poo, and I think nature i.e. the mosquitoes, have had a right going on my bottom. Because I can feel the bites. It's not very nice. Getting a real sense of remoteness now. Yeah, the bushes are right up against the road. It's all dirt at the moment. It's quite damp, which is nice, keeping the dust down. And if it wasn't for Damo up front, I feel like I could be on my own. So it's nice to be riding with somebody, have that extra little safety net, someone to talk to. It's, yeah, it's a different experience. You don't get quite the same sense of loneliness. Not a bad sandwich, is it?
Mmm. They do know how to put the filling in, though.
Yeah, they do. The Canadians, the Canadians fill the sandwiches properly with like a decent amount of meat. So we've got a sandwich each, banana. I've got a Mr. Big, whatever that is, and we are going to sit here and enjoy this gorgeous lake as we have lunch.
Oh. Yeah, buddy.
Time to go. Let Damo sit off in the dust. But what a glorious little campsite. Well, it is a campsite, but what a glorious little stop for lunch in front of the river. And I can't believe that squirrel was just so brave. Come right up to us and yeah, sat next to me, looked at me. It was less than a foot away from me. I was on my bag, but absolutely amazing experience. Anyway, back on the gravel road. Another 205 kilometers to smash out.
Nice.
I am having a ball. It's just gorgeous gravel road. Got myself into a bit of rhythm. Just cruising about 67 miles an hour. And yeah, I'm going to stop at the end of this straight, make sure Damo's behind me, would spot the headlight. But just cruising. It's lovely. Nice riding temperature as well, 22. So wrapped up but comfortable. I'm going to steal this from Damo, but he was just pointing out how the two rivers that are coming in are meeting, and you can see this one flowing that way and then that one flowing that way, and you can see like literally a line. Got my hand out the way, but you can see a line where the water is literally just like converging together and then flowing off to the left. I always think these rivers are like really wildernessy. Oh, there's a little seagull sat on the rock just there, if you can see it. I'll circle it. It's just chilling and watching the water. I really oh, I went fourth. I really want to see a bear feeding in the water. I think that would be cool. This be the middle of the nowhere petrol station. So one Bowser, obviously split between unleaded and diesel. Pump 1 gasoline, pump 2. Pump 1 is gas, so not really a choice of premium or anything like that at the moment. Select pump. Pump 1. Remove card. Begin to fuel. Yay. And the question is, do I fill the fuel bladder or no? Part of me thinks I should. Stick her in there. You got her?
Yeah. Does it come out vicious?
Well, it's alright. Oh, this feels much sturdier than the one I had on Australia. The trouble is, I don't know how much is in there now. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. Now I have the challenge. Right, that's got plenty of room to expand as well. Now I have to attach that to that. And yeah, cool. A couple of these are a lot full of fuel and shit. So this is the South Canol Road, or Canal Road, I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. We found a campsite that that's got good reviews on iOverlander, although it's quite close to the road, but I'd imagine this road is not that well travelled. So yeah, we're on this for quite a few kilometres. It's 17 k's to our campsite, which is reasonably at the start, and we've got quite a long way from there. So, and hopefully we'll avoid that rain that's up ahead. I'm hoping we're going to camp before it, and therefore it flies over us and we miss it. That would be lovely. That river is not going slowly. It is rather stunning. Good little downhill. But the view's stunning. Definitely got a little bit more rocky, but nothing, still reasonably smooth, nothing too technical at all. So we found this lovely campsite on the Canal Road, as I was saying. Damian's already getting his tent pitched. He manages to get his tent pitched almost before I've got my helmet off most nights. I don't know how he does it, but I'm just going to walk over here and show you this, because we're camped right next to this sort of flowing river, which is nice. We were going to use this spot, but then we realised that it's full of dust and big grass and hopefully stop the dust from coming into our tents a bit, and we'll be a little bit quieter from the river. But how gorgeous is that? I think it's cold enough to make your feet hurt, so I might get a flannel and just give myself a bit of a wash, but yeah, I might be a wimp as well and just use wet wipes. Will we be able to cook our dinner before the storm comes? Or is the storm going to be on the other side of that hill and we're perfectly fine? I guess only time will tell. It's not looking all that funny. We can hear the thunder as we're sat here. Do you reckon it's going to get us?
Yep.
Don't say that.
Prediction. Yeah, coming this way.
That was the campest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That looks so camp. That really is a genuine problem, because if we can't cook our meals fast enough and eat our meals, we can't go and hide and eat them in the tent, because then we put food smells in the tent and that's potential attraction for bears. So I guess our only choice will be to just cover the food up with like another pan or a lid, leave it on the beach here, hide in the tent, and then come back out once it stopped raining, reheat it, and eat it, as long as that doesn't attract the bears while we're hiding from the rain. It really does make life a bit difficult, these bears and the rain in a tent. Right, well, it's starting to rain. I've packed as much as I can away, so now I'm just sat eating on the floor. I've left my stove out. I've got the lid of this pan underneath. like underneath it, so if I need to, I'm just going to pop it over the top and run off, and I'll have to warm it up afterwards. But it's we got Thai curry soup. It was very nice, and we've banged a packet of noodles in, so it tastes really, really good. It's a real shame to have to like ram it down my neck quite so much.
What's happening there, Charlie? So when I said I think we're going to be all right, we ain't. We're going to be in the depths of this storm. These raindrops are big as well.
So I managed to very quickly munch down on my food, and now I made it into the tent, so we're both hiding in our tents. Hopefully it passes and we can go back out and just neaten up the things we've got outside. But we've basically put the covers over the bikes and just thrown stuff on the seat and thrown things in our tent, and yeah, gonna hide from it. So yeah, all is good. So 207 kilometres off the South Canal Road, and apparently it's rougher than it was yesterday, but I say, I can't wait. And straight on it. Off we go! I have to record this again, but look at this view. It's absolutely stunning. And then look at that. Sorry, Mum. I'm on the edge of a cliff. That is beautiful. We've been saying over the last couple of days, it's odd that every square inch of ground is covered in trees, and we've not seen such a blanket of trees stretching for commonly now thousands of kilometres, and just undisturbed. Can't believe how epic that view was. Like, you don't see it from the road at all. Like, you see the lake from the road, but you don't see the colours. I'm spotting a lot of poo on the road, quite large amounts, so I'm not quite sure what animal it is, but it would be really nice if it was a moose. I spotted a moose the other day, but by the time I pulled the bike to a stop and tried to get the camera on, it's gone. This track, road, however you want to say, is just amazing. Having a ball at the moment, and it's just really twisty, views are incredible, and the best part is I've ordered a tyre at the other end, so I don't care about my rear, which is a beautiful experience. I can just vary the throttle and enjoy it, you know, have some fun. Woo! There's 90. Oh, gorgeous. Now, I haven't seen any animals and the poo's disappeared. What I am seeing is trails of demon rides where I believe he's playing, because on some of the tight bends there's a good like slide mark as he's just powering out of them. So if he complains about his rear tyre later, well, he can shove it. Look! You can just see where he's powering out.
Oh, I don't even know if I've got front cloth now. I lost my cloth.
I'm crying. Oh, the one puddle I went through nailed him. Do you want a cloth?
Yeah. Oh, I've got me in my face.
There you go. Oh, that's funny. Oh, it's only happened again. So what happens when you film closer? I'm not really worried about the puddle, so I just power through them.
Yeah, I know.
Film Damo, hopefully he doesn't go into a puddle. Get me. Trying to come a little bit closer to you. Whoa. Then off go when it goes, is it? Yeah. It's all fun and games until the back end goes, oh, okay, I want to move. Yes, let's be sensible. Longevity trip. Right, it's all shits and giggles until someone shits and crashes. What is it? Is it a little beaver? I need to roll back. Okay. Oh no, I'm going to roll backwards. Roll backwards. There he goes. Oh, bless him. I didn't mean to scare them quite like that, but... Alright, let's go. Leave them to it. I don't quite know what they were, but he was very cute. They're going to be like, maniacs! Bloody lunatics! Oh, Damo's not going. Look at that! How gorgeous is it? How clean that water is, like very crystal clear, fresh, lovely water. Well, that's amazing. I love these hills where you've got all the different shades. You lose your colour. It's just like looking at a real life watercolour or something. It's just amazing. I can't get over how beautiful Canada is. Tell you what, for simple things in life, like stopping and having a spot of lunch and a drink, are ruined, utterly ruined by mosquitoes. So Damo ate his lunch a bit quicker than I did because I was emptying my fuel bladder and things like that, and so he shot off just to get a bit of distance ahead of me, and now we're leaving again. Literally, maybe stopped for 10 minutes, 15 at most. I was hoping to maybe get my chair out and just sit down and relax a little bit. Maybe sit here and look at the bushes and see if I can see some wildlife. No. Mosquitoes have other ideas, and they bite you on the back, they bite you everything. They even get me through the super shirt, so I'm still not protected even wearing this. Vicious little assholes. Anyway, let's go get back on it. Got another 48 kilometers of this road, which is divine. A little bit slick now, but it's divine. My bear spray back in this holster on the bike. So yeah, catch you in a bit. Well, this is it. This is the end of the South Canol Road, or Canol Road, however you say it. Back on tarmac. 230 kilometres that whole run is, from the petrol station to the road. And we did how many kilometres on dirt before? Another 200, 300? We've done like 500 or 600 kilometres of just dirt. That's been awesome. Look at this bridge. It's a White Horse. And just as we were talking about going to like a McDonald's or something to get an ice cream and get some Wi-Fi to look for a spot, I've picked up a flat tyre, which is my first one in a very, very long time. Found a bit of shade in the car park. Better get to it. It was a bit odd. It was like almost like a pitch flat, but it's only like 1/2 of one. But I couldn't see any witness marks, anything in the tyre. Really odd, but I've put a new tube in it. Found a hotel, or Damian has while he's been sat there. So, off to find that. I'm actually going to end the video here, because by the time I get to the hotel, as I say, I'm just going to crash and get on with my life admin. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.